So a lot has happened in the past couple of weeks, months. When I say a lot has happened, unfortunately, I lost my dad. And then during that process, I was also trying to figure out my life. Ugh, that was a lot to unpack in itself. It's a lot to unpack just losing my dad, but then on top of that, to like figure out my life at the same time. I was a bit of a shell of myself. I went into my cocoon. I really didn't want to chat with anybody, really didn't want to talk to anybody. I just wanted to be by myself to reflect. And I recall 1 minute meditating and praying and grounding myself and feeling at peace. And then later that day, I'll be like, shoulda, woulda, coulda, look at everyone else and where they're at and look where I'm at. And oh my goodness, did I make a mistake? And I was just bringing myself down. And I said this in a previous video, it's all about reflection. And one thing that I reflected on is looking how far that I've become as a person. That alone has been tremendous. It has been big for me. And do I still have things to work on? Of course I do. But am I better than I was a month ago, a year ago? Heck yeah. And I'm so truly proud of myself. And so if I didn't choose the path that I did, I may not be the same Jerry that's standing before you right now. I may be a different person. And I would not take that away from myself because I am proud of who I've become. Life is going to be emotions up and down. And to spend time or waiting for your sadness to end, you're going to die an impatient person. That sadness, that pain that you feel inside of you, is something that you have to experience, to reflect on, to experience, to build a stronger character. There's so many reasons why we go the things that we do. And I had said this from before, and I'll say it again. It's about reflecting on yourself and taking time for yourself. There was a moment where I had that imposter syndrome, and I was showing up and thinking, I can take over everything. I can do everything I can, and I'm this and I'm that. But really and truly, I felt empty inside. And that is okay. It's about reflecting, recognizing that, and saying, all right, I feel empty inside, but this is not the end for me. This is just another chapter in my life that I have to go through. The person that I am now is well more prepared than that person that I was a year ago or a month ago. The person that I am now, I'm proud of, and now I can take a step forward and attack things and work towards my future even better, even in a different way, in a different light. Have I reflected on my past and thought about the shoulda, woulda, couldas? Of course I have. Am I putting that to the side to start being more present? Yes. And am I working towards my future and what I really want to do with myself? Of course. And I'm still learning about myself. I'm still discovering. You don't have all the answers at once, and you never will. But it's about searching for those answers, looking for those answers, working towards what you want, and just being a better person for you. The path that I chose, I do not regret. And instead of comparing or looking on the shoulda, woulda, couldas, I need to be more present and say, hey, you're here. Now where do we go next? Love and light.